So a question was come in on the Ask ID saying, I'm in my mid-40s, there's so many products on the market, I'm completely confused as to what I should or shouldn't be putting on my skin, and should I really be using a topical retinoid at nighttime? So this is a really great question and lots of aspects to it, but rather than just saying this is what you should and shouldn't be doing, I thought I may as well share my journey of my nighttime skin routine with you to show you, because I am almost in my mid-40s, so to show you exactly what I do on a nightly basis. So let's go with step one. So for step one, I like to start with my eyes. I do tend to wear eye makeup every day, and I don't have particularly sensitive eyes, but some products do irritate me. So I tend to use this gentle eye makeup remover. You certainly can use some of the hydrating cleansers to take off your makeup, but this is the one that works best for me and doesn't leave any kind of black residue from mascara. So eye makeup is now gone, and I'm going to move on to step two, which is my first of my double cleanse. At the moment, I'm using the Elta MD Oil and Gel Cleanser. I love this product. It goes on so smooth onto the skin, like a really silky oil. And then when you add the water to it, it turns into a nice milky emulsion. So this is really suitable for all skin types, whether you have acne-prone skin, rosacea-prone skin, or eczema-prone skin, because it helps to restore that skin barrier with those essential ingredients that you need, those lipids. So it's a really, really nice product, and it is suitable, even though it's called oil and gel cleanser. Some people who have acne skin and they're afraid to put it on, but this is really suitable. As you can see, I had acne before and I've documented my journey for my scars, but I definitely still have a shine at the end of the day. I've been behind a mask for hours and the oil has built up in my kind of T-zone area, so this is ideal. Another thing you'll see is I'm wearing is to keep my fringe back, because it's really important that you keep your hair. If you tend to have oily skin, you'll also have oily scalp, so you don't want your fringe to be lying on your forehead, and you certainly can't get a proper cleanse if your fringe is down here. So I always clip it back at night to wash my face, and then I clip it back overnight so that it's not staying on my forehead until my shower the next day. So here you can see what it actually looks like to have the oil and gel cleanser on. So a nice shiny face, and now I'm going to wash it off. So for those of you who don't like the idea of that oil and gel texture or feel, but it's really, really lovely on the skin, there are so many other options. So another one for people who have sensitive skin, rosacea-prone skin, is the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. Again, this is more of a kind of a creamy texture, suitable for all skin types, including patients that are on isotretinoin for management of acne. And another one that I love is the Skin Ingredients, this prebiotic cleanser. Again, really gentle, and if you're on treatment that dries out your skin, this can also be used on very sensitive skin. So they are my kind of go-to cleansers. So I've double cleansed my face, and now I'm going to move on to my toning essentially. So for this, my go-to is Lotion P50 Pigment 400 by Biologique Research. Having done my pigment treatment before, I want to maintain my skin. So I've put it onto a dry cotton pad. It kind of looks a little bit like vinegar. It smells a little bit like vinegar, and it contains all of your acids that you need. So your AHAs, your lactic and glycolic, and your BHA, your salicylic acid, and it even has PHA. So you're gently going to dab it onto the skin in an upward motion, and you're not going to rub at your skin. Obviously I'm going to do this better in a minute, but this is just showing you basically what I do, and you should extend it from your décolletage right up your neck, entire way up to the top of your forehead. So that is my next step. So my skin is now dry after using my Lotion P50, and I'm now going to add in my topical retinoid. So I have my IMX Alpha Ret Overnight Cream for my eye area, so for the gentle, kind of fragile, thin skin around the eyes. And you're literally just going to put a tiny bit, like literally a little kind of pea-sized pump, and you're just going to dab it on both sides. And I'm just going to use either my baby finger or my fourth finger to bring it in. So that is my eye cream, and then I'm going to use the full face version, which is the Alpha Red Overnight Cream. I use the standard Alpha Red Overnight Cream. I don't use the intensive one. The intensive one has more glycolic acid in it, and I just found it made my skin a little bit too dry. I didn't need it, so this is more than enough. So this is, again, it lasts really long time because you're using such a small amount. It's just like little pump onto each cheek, and then spread it out. So this is my overnight cream, and it also contains not only my topical retinoid, but some lactic acid, so to stop me from peeling. Now, some people have super sensitive skin and they want to be extra cautious of what they do right around the corner of the eye, the corner of the nose, the corner of the lip, but I tolerate this really, really well, so I have no issues whatsoever. And then in the winter months, I usually allow this to dry, and then I will put on a moisturizer. So my absolute go-to phase the cream mask for NYX. It looks not so pleasant, like this, and it smells really quite pungent, and it's quite thick, but it is, like, for me, magic in a tub. Really hydrates my skin, but not everyone who is beside you can put up with the smell, but it's quite thick, and as you can see, when you put it on, it goes on really nicely, but a little bit tacky, so it's not something I'd put on under makeup, but certainly something that's great for overnight during the winter months especially. And since I've just come back from holidays, I feel that little bit more dehydrated. So that is what I have in my nighttime routine. So just to go through it again, I use this product to take off my eye makeup. I'm using my oil in gel cleanser to do my double cleanse to make sure all the dirt, the debris, the makeup is gone, the sunscreen. I alternate sometimes between the CeraVe hydrating cleanser and my Skin Ingredients prebiotic cleanser, and then move on to my toning with my acids, my lotion P50 pigment 400, and then I add in my topical retinoid full face and for the eye area, and then sometimes I'm going to add in my hydrating moisturizer. On the nights that I'm going to use my red mask, it's really important that you don't put on all your active ingredients. So once I've done my cleansing and I finish with my toning, I don't put on my retinoid. Then I take out my great red mask and I pop this onto my face for 10 minutes, and I do that about 4 times a week for its anti-inflammatory benefit and for also its collagen stimulating benefit. And then once I have removed that, I then do my topical retinoid. So it's important, as I said again, not to put your skin actives on and then put your light therapy straight over it. So that is my nighttime routine in a nutshell. It probably looks like it took me 10 hours to do it. It really only takes a matter of minutes. But again, it's really important that you also include the neck and décolletage, because this is the giveaway area of your age. But that is what a skincare routine looks like for the average mid-40s when you're trying to maintain your collagen and stimulate as much as you can with your topical retinoid at night.